Miss Busy. Hello, and welcome to the April 29th edition of the Blamb Dino Jam. So to start off this episode, I figured I'd do a little bit of the daily life lowdown. Life is, average today. Last night I decided to run a treadmill 5K, which I've been trying to do lately as I'm getting ready for a race in about a week and a half. It went okay. I ran it in a measly 37 minutes, which is actually really fast for me because I have stubby legs. My sister is only 5 foot tall, not even, and she has the same length legs as I do, and I'm 5'9". Thank you, genetics. I was going to talk about how the weather sucks. However, for some reason the clouds have now opened and the sky is almost completely blue. There's a few clouds that away, but otherwise the weather's actually fairly decent right now, and it's making me a little bit more cheery. Hey, before I forget, a friend of mine, actually my best friend since I was probably 5 years old, it's his birthday, or it was his birthday yesterday, and I didn't really give him a true hardcore shout out, so I just wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to my best friend, Matthew Alvin Fassett. Happy birthday! And sorry that I told everyone your middle name. Something weird that I just want to talk about in my life. My dad has a social life. This might not sound that odd to you, but to me this is ludicrous. My entire life, he's, been the sole proprietor and the guy who's been taking care of me and my sister, and now suddenly the guy is out there playing golf, he's going to poker games, he goes to the bar after work with the guys he works with. It's like seeing myself, except old and more bald. But I guess that'll come eventually anyway. So it just strikes me as odd that suddenly, this guy is having fun, and I couldn't be happier. He deserves it. So, although it's very strange for me to come home and not have my dad coming home because he's out having fun with his friends, and I'm stuck here talking to my computer, I really am happy because, he's a good guy. Love you, Pops. Final little blip about my daily life is something that's kind of coming into fruition. I may potentially be getting an apartment with my other best friend, rather, Clinton, come September. Initially, the idea was I was going to get back from Alaska, move directly to New York City, get a job down there while working, and also taking classes at the New York Film Academy. But then I realized that I have no money, and subsequently this would kind of restrict me on this whole plan. Instead, I think that it would be awesome if I could live in Albany with my best friend. Because, we really haven't had that much time to hang out in the last 4 years. And, the guy's just like my brother. Like, if we were brothers, it would make more sense. But we're not because our parents are different people. I learned that in biology. So, in any case, this is an idea that we're throwing around. And potentially I could be living with him. It'd be neat. Pretty cool, huh? For those of you who don't know who Clinton is, he's the other guy in some of the videos on Tripod Kitty, the guy dancing and all that in his movies, and also the one who sings in Big Bear. Now on to my new favorite segment, Douchebag of the Day! So yesterday I talked about Josef Fritz, who was that guy who locked his daughter in his basement and kept on having sex with her and pumping out kids because he liked incest, and he also had a family upstairs, which he managed to lie to for a matter of 24 years, even though he had his daughter locked down in the basement, and they had absolutely no idea she was down there, even though he kept on bringing food and clothing and everything down to them. But today, I chose a different person. Today's douchebag of the day is Juan Alvarez. For those of you looking at me, why this guy? Well, let me tell you. Mr. Alvarez is now being prosecuted for driving his Jeep onto the tracks and killing 11 people in the train crash that was caused by his car being there. Now, this wouldn't be that big of a deal if the guy just got stuck on the tracks and it was completely accidental. However, this guy had the mentality, supposedly, that he was trying to get his ex-wife back. How would this get his ex-wife back, you might ask? Well, he felt that due to all the arguing and everything, if he got put in prison, his ex-wife would feel bad and start come visiting him. Because he claimed that he was trying to commit suicide because he was so depressed that he was no longer with her. The freaking sad part is that it actually worked. and she took down the restraining order that she had against him once he got put into prison. So this guy killed 11 people in kind of a horrible way, and he's found love again. How many people do I have to kill to find love? So, Juan Alvarez, you should be very happy because you've made it to the second edition of Douchebag of the Day. Yay for you, douchebag! Now, Blamb Worldly News with your host, me. My friend Casey's here. 1 second, I have to go downstairs and let her in. Quick little update. Casey brought me cookies. Back to the Blamb Worldly News. Today's first piece of Blamb Worldly News talks about the Elliot Spitzer incident again. This time it actually doesn't even concern Spitzer, however it does concern the whore that he was doing. Apparently the individual, whose name I cannot remember at this time, is now suing Girls Gone Wild because of some footage that she had taken of her several years ago when she was still 17. The Girls Gone Wild people have actually put this video back out and promoted it very strongly because of the fact that she was in Elliot Spitzer's bed, hoping that this would be a good ploy to draw more people into watching it. However, she is now suing them for $10 million, which is much more money than she was getting when she was doing Spitzer. So they think, why should they bother? All they did was see some titties. But now they are seeing that this is really going downhill, so who knows? They actually offered her $1 million to, promote their videos because of the fact that she had already been on, but she rejected it, and she did not take their offer, and now she wants $10 million. That's what you get for sending out smut. Talking about Elliot Spitzer, I'm not talking about any of those people. I love porn, it's awesome. Kidding. Also in the news, Grand Theft Auto 4 came out today. This is a video game. Wow. I don't have any video game systems, and the only one that I ever did own was an N64, which I sold for $30 when I was a freshman in college. I found them less addicting than everyone else, although all my friends are computer geeks and don't leave their computers most of the time because they're playing so many different games like World of Warcraft and other ones that they play online with their fake friends. So now Grand Theft Auto 4 is out, and I imagine I won't be seeing many of my friends for the next 6 months or so while they try to accomplish 100% of the game, which is supposedly impossible because for one part of the game you have to go around the city and find 100 key pigeons that you have to shoot. So good luck, America. I hope you find your pigeons. The new version of 90210 will be coming out soon, and instead of having the lovely Hilary Duff, which they had planned on, the networks have hired a Canadian girl. Albeit she's cute, and she was also in Degrassi the later years, or the new years, or the new generation, or whatever the name was. But it would have been so much funnier to see Hilary Duff crying all the time. Seriously. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I'm a dick. A 308-pound man is suing the state of Arkansas because he claims that the prison system has not been feeding him enough. This comes after the man who was initially 413 pounds lost over 100 pounds being in prison for the past 8 months. I'm sorry, I thought that prisons were supposed to be like 5-star restaurants. As much food as you want, as good as you want, anytime you want, right? Dude, get over it, you're in prison, there's gotta be a reason why you're there. Deal with the limited amount of food. Prison officials have even claimed that the 3,000 calorie diet that they've served to the inmates is more than enough for a normal person. But this guy is fat. So apparently he deserves more than anyone else. I would have given you douchebag of the day, but I couldn't find your picture. Finally, in the world news, Florida has decided that they may actually end up banning the fake testicles that have been attached to the back of people's cars recently. You may have seen these steel nuts floating around. Most of these testicles are seen dangling from the back of big trucks like the Hemi Rams and different Dodge vehicles. But now the state of Florida is thinking about banning all of these testicles and balls because of the potential that they have for being a little bit on the touchy side. Get it? Touching my balls. In summation for this April 29th edition, I just wanted to say, the true friends in life bring you cookies. And if they don't bring you cookies, you should probably try and steal their copy of Grand Theft Auto 4. It's got the word theft in it anyway. I love all of you, and I hope to see you all back here tomorrow at the Wham Blam Dino Jam. Bye-bye now.